Okay, so we're in control flow and now we're looking at for statements, and the for statement in Python differs a bit from what you might be used to in its predecessor language. So rather than iterating over a set of numbers defined by a start, stop and step procedure, so we start from the beginning and then we step in terms of number of increments until we come to this halting place, which is the stop. So rather than doing that, the Python for statement iterates over items in any sequence. So our sequences are typical collections, which are lists, tuples, sets and dictionaries, but we could even include strings into that. And it iterates over them in any order that they appear, in the sequence that they appear in the order. So let's just do this, and I've just taken this actually, for example, no pun intended, and that was part of the Python documentation. So I'm going to set a string equal to no pun intended, and I'm going to split this string out, so s.split, just like that, and we can see here that split returns back a list, so we're going to get a list back from here. So the list that we're going to get back, we're just going to call it words, so words. That should be a list. And also if we hover over the split statement, we can see that the second argument here uses sep as the separator string. So we can split, when we do split, we can specify what we want to do the separation by. So we want to separate just by these white spaces here. So if I put a quotation and put a space in between it, just like that, then we should get a full split and we'll get a list of words which we can print out. And we can run that. And we see that we do, in fact, now get a list of words. So we've got a list. And we can now move into our for statement. And we can do something like this. So for w in words. And then we can print out w, which is the actual word itself, and then the length of w. So that is our for statement, and all it's going to do is literally hop through each item of the list. So it's going to hop through this item, it's no, and it's of size 2 because it's 2 characters, and it's going to hop to the next item in our sequence, which is pun, which is of length 3, and then it's going to hop over our final item, which is intended, which is actually 8 characters long. So we should see that come out of the statement. And there we do, we get no pun intended. Now, typically, like quite often you'll see something like a plural over there because that's actually our collection. And you'll see probably like a single placeholder letter, but it could just be a singular version of it. It's quite common to see that. So you might get for word in words, print word, and then print length of word. So that's basically it. That's the simplistic overview of how the for statement works in Python. We will look next at how, if we want to amend items inside of our collection, how we should create copies of the actual collection first before we do the amending in the for statement. But this is basically a simple overview, and you can see it's really, really convenient and really easy to use in Python.